Friday in Gaza, and the weekly traditional Muslim prayer draws thousands across the territory to nearby mosques, a chance for individuals to pray, reflect, and today to hear from the deposed Palestinian Prime Minister on the latest internal rift over the ceasefire.
We hope all Palestinian factions will respect the national consensus to achieve what the Palestinian people want, which is to end the suffering, breaking the siege, and liberating us from the occupation.
Since taking effect more than a week ago, Palestinians and their factions have been increasingly divided over the truce with Israel and whether or not it was the right move. This man tells me the ceasefire is not convincing because the people haven't felt a real calm on the ground. The firing of rockets without Israel breaking the ceasefire is wrong, but if Israel does, then I am for rocket firing, this man tells me. In 1 week alone, 2 different Palestinian factions have fired rockets into southern Israel. Israel has also violated the ceasefire by closing the borders into Gaza for goods and other supplies. The recent rocket firing highlights what many Palestinians originally worried about when the truce was announced. Without calm in the West Bank and a complete lifting of the economic siege on Gaza, the ceasefire would be short-lived. In a strongly worded statement, the military wing of Fatah, Hamas's main political rival, called the truce a betrayal of Palestinian national interests, and that is a view shared by some Palestinians. We should violate the ceasefire because it goes against our national interests, this man tells me. The siege against our people began before Hamas, and we are still under siege. According to the verbal agreement by both sides, the second week of the truce was supposed to see an increase of raw materials badly needed to repair much of Gaza's infrastructure. It was also supposed to mark the beginning of intense talks on the release of the Israeli soldier captured in Gaza. Instead, confidence in the truce on both sides is declining, and people on the street in Gaza remain divided over the ceasefire's effectiveness in answering their prayers and improving their lives. Ayman Mohyeldin, Al Jazeera, Gaza.